where you are going next in life, what is about to transpire next for you, has very little to do with your thoughts and your mind and what has been following you around in your thoughts for the longest time. And it has a lot more to do with how you are feeling from moment to moment. Because here is something that is very hard to understand when you lived a life where things has been kind of complicated and challenging for a long time. And that is that life is supposed to be very, very, very simple. In fact, it's supposed to be so simple that we all kind of miss the point. Because we've all been living through the ego, which is so afraid, fears more than anything to accept the simplicity of things. Because the simplicity of things is the death of the ego. The ego has its addictions, its attachments, its way of doing things, its pressures. Its pressure it puts on you to be a certain type of person, to follow along in a certain type of pattern, to not fall behind in life or whatever it is. It always does this to you. Because it is trying to suppress what is so authentic and simple about your being. Authentic and simple, yet so incredibly powerful that you couldn't even imagine. So when I say that life is more supposed to be felt from here on out, what I mean is that you can trust the single one step that is in front of you right now and not having to understand the rest. That is how life is meant to be lived when you're operating from the heart, from your intuition, from the seat of your higher self, from source consciousness. You don't exactly understand what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen the day after. This is something that the brain tries to predict as an attempt to kind of keep you in this matrix where you're always searching for the next thing, while at any given moment, you can tap back into the simplicity of things where perhaps in this moment right now, all that you need is rest. All that you need to do in this moment is to take a little bit of inspired action on this thing. All that you need to do right now is to go and buy groceries. Where you allow yourself to tap into the simplicity of understanding simply the one right thing for you in this moment and not having to understand the rest and see where that takes you. I want you to understand that you are deeply taken care of and that it's okay to let go of the control now. I know that it's scary, but there's no other way to go about things at this point. There is no going back, because even if you did try to go back, you'll find that there's nothing to come back to, because there's nothing here for you anymore. In that old way of doing things, where you still cling on to doing things as you did them before, where you tried to control in whatever way that you did, because truly that never took you to any of the things that you truly were looking for in your life. It kept you safe from fully experiencing the energy, the authenticity of who it is that you really are. Because at some point it served as a protection because it wasn't safe. But now we're finding ourselves in a time where it is time to embody who the fuck it is that you are, and the only way to do that is to surrender that control. And of course, surrendering the control is a lot easier when you know that you're taken care of. So I want you to understand that you are supported in doing this. It is time for this right now. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.